here, puppy. Come here, puppy. Puppy.
Hey, good evening, exquisite Eurasia world. How's everybody today? We got a little bit of snow flurries here outside, kind of chilly, but we're staying warm. We have the patio heater running when we feel like we need it. And that unfortunately works primarily and mostly for the people. It doesn't really warm up the ground like I had hoped for the puppies, but they don't seem to mind. They're out there in it anyway, so they're enjoying the weather. So the puppies got to see Hutch today, Dr. Robert Hutchison, and we
refrigerator.
we got shots and chips for Luci's herd. So all is well. They're doing well. Hi, Lane and Michael. So we want to have a look-see at puppies here. And so this little guy, does anybody recognize him? Well, that's kind of a dead giveaway since there's only one him in Luci's litter. Trying to get over to the spreadsheet so I can see his numbers. So this is KUMA. We're still hovering around 166. We're 167 ounces. So 10.5 pounds for this big guy. 10.5 pounds. Look at that mug. Look at that mug. Look at that mug. It's growing well. They're gonna. You're gonna notice while you're watching them that there will be eye crystal. I don't know who MUKBPC is. I'm sorry, I don't recall. I apologize for that.
Yeah, if you help us out, put your names there because we've been switching.
So anyway, they're gonna look like a little lower energy for 24-hour period, just after having got the shots, and you might see one of them with a sore hind end because they get shot toward the rear quarter panel. So hi Uma.
He was a big crybaby with his.
Oh, he was a big crybaby. He's such a crybaby in general. Just like his mom, huh? Just like his mom. So all is well in Eurasia world.
I should have took a picture because when they were on the floor, Hutch couldn't move because they were all laying by his feet. And I should have took a picture of that because it was the cutest thing. Every time he moved and would position himself, they would lay by his feet.
He just doesn't want me to hold him. I don't know if that's because he isn't feeling.
Come on.
Well, hi Aaron. I see you were able to log in. That's great. That's awesome.
No, bring me a dog.
And comment. I noted that you weren't able to get in the comment, but anyway, all is busy here. The older dogs are feeling better. Since Margaret was going in to see Hutch, she took Upale, and we're just waiting. We're just waiting for the virus to run its course, and
yeah,
they'll be fine. No issues, no major problems at all.
No, we went into the special room, and they had it cleaned for us, and then they cleaned it after we left. So
they're taking precautions.
Yeah.
So here's who she's the ultimate chill. She just completely relaxed. Just completely relaxed.
Yeah, Lucy was worried about her puppies.
Yeah, she was. She was not happy that they were gone for such a long period of time. But all is well. So who she weighs in, what does who she weigh? She's big. 147. So all of these puppies collectively weigh about 9 1/4 pounds, a little under 9 1/4 on average. That's an average weight. So, do I have it there? Average weight. Oh, total pounds. So what we have here in Lucy's litter, they outweigh their mom maybe. I don't know, what does Lucy weigh now? Do we know? These guys.
I don't know. She's 49. Oh no, she's 52 pounds.
Okay, so they're not yet. So they collectively weigh 46 pounds. All of these puppies together weigh 46 pounds. So that's a lot of puppies. And they rode in the car. How'd that go?
Well, pretty good. They laid in the back seat. I put a blanket back there. Upal sat there. They all cuddled together. They laid on Upal and Nick. And no motion sickness, nothing. No vomiting, nothing. The only one I had problems with was Upal. She pooped inside the office. She hates one.
Yeah, she hates going to the vet. She's a nervous wreck there. But here we have Hutch, Sue's dog, and I know Sue isn't going to be on Twitchy anytime soon.
We're going to get her on.
She's technologically behind the times, and I'm the first to admit that I am
If
too.
Sue's watching, she is behind the times.
Come on, shout out to Hina and her SO Dan for all the assistance in getting us up and running on this, because if it wasn't for their help, I would still be in the Stone Age. But it's going well with the puppies. We're just really happy with how everybody's progressing and gaining appropriate amounts of weight, if not over. It's kind of insane to watch how heavy they are. Okay, here we go.
These guys will be gone next week.
Yeah. Right? No. Late. Well, yeah. Toward the end. Toward the end of the week.
What is it? Is today Wednesday or Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday.
Most of them be gone Wednesday.
So she's just not having it with me. Holy cow. So this is Kiko. Huh. Little Miss Hurricane Kiko. And she just is really wound up tonight for whatever reason.
So we
I
have,
think because she hasn't seen Mom for a couple, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it was.
so Lena's leaving on the 14th. When Crystal's coming.
Yeah.
When's Crystal coming? Oh, she's coming on the 9th. Hey, Crystal, when are you leaving on the 13th or the 14th?
She's just
Nick,
not
come in here,
not
get
having
that
any of this
Nick, come
sitting
get
still
that puppy.
for
Go get me,
show and tell.
Luna or,
Not sure what that's about. Normally, other puppies were pretty quiet and pretty reserved. She's absolutely wound up.
And then you don't have to tell me anything.
So we need to see Shuri.
Shuri.
We need to see Luna.
And they've been jumping on the baby swing. I wish I would have got a baby swing earlier. I did not think they would like it, but they've been swinging on it.
And here we have Shuri, all 153 ounces of her. My little girl. Hi, pretty girl. Look at that. Look, hi, Mom. Hi, everybody.
So I tried to keep the coffin dogs away from the puppies, but so these puppies, they'll be okay when they go home. Hutch listened to them, and he says it's going to run their course through the whole gamut. So if you hear them coughing, it's running their course. I mean, I had dogs standing as the puppies wanted to go out, coughing on them, and I'm pushing dogs around and stuff like that. But he's like, no, he's like, there's no way. Once it's, we would have to spray the outside. We would have to, I don't know. Every time they cough, we would have to disinfect right in that area. and do.
Well, and we're taking all the precautions as far as we're disinfecting the house.
Multiple times a day, and it would be every time somebody sneezes, we would have to.
We have the UV light, which is
please,
supposed to
Luna.
be actually quite good
Luna,
for
get off of that.
viruses such as COVID or anything else. So
Luna.
we're working toward that. Nick, come on, hurry up, come on. We're working here.
Come on, Luna.
We're working here. So now we get to see Luna. So Luna weighs in 132 ounces. And that was as of this morning in the wee hours. We haven't weighed them in about 12 hours. So they're due to get weighed. So we will weigh them again later. And of course, if there's any issue, we'll report it. But they take some pretty significant jumps once in a while, and so with those jumps, we expect some occasional pauses. But here we go. Huh? Hey, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, we need some snuggle time.
Once they get shots, they get really tired, and we were gone. We left a little bit later than I wanted to, like 5-10 minutes later, but they were backed up anyway. And we were there. We didn't get home till what, 5:45?
Yeah, it was about 6.
I left at 2:35, and I didn't get home till 5:45. And so, but I didn't put them in a carrier. I threw them on a seat. We just had techs come out and carry them in, and they did really well. Did Nick?
Yes.
Would you talk about how well the puppies did sitting beside you in the car? Could you tell everybody?
They were bad and jumped out the window, right?
But you can't
Okay,
talk
so
to us.
when you're
Hand me a dog.
when you're over there and I want you to be quiet, you babble on incessantly, and then when I need you to talk, then you're silent. I guess that's pretty typical, huh?
I wanted you to tell how good the puppies were, or how bad the puppies were. Oh,
Which one is that?
this is Rhea.
Okay, here we have Rhea.
Okay, Lucy, these are even your puppies. Please go. I know, baby.
Look at that cute face. And I'm not talking about mine.
So, Uma, your nickname is like Muckapaka.
Yeah, it looks like initials. And that looks to be I think Jacqueline?
No, that's Jocelyn. Is it Jocelyn or
I have no idea.
Oh my God, I can't say it. I'm not Jacqueline.
Anyway, hello. Thanks for joining. So this is Yena's dog,
We're
Rhea.
just tired.
And so with it's your old college email ID. Oh, so the initials are involved. Yeah. Okay. That Jacqueline, I was right.
Okay, I guess you were.
I was right. Okay. So, in any event,
I'll just call you Jacqueline.
here's Rhea. Nobody's worse than Yena. When I first heard that name, I was teasing her. I said, I don't know how to say that. I'm just going to call you Sue. And that's kind of been a running gag ever since. And so we laugh about it. Anyway, so this is Yena's dog, and so we weigh 78 ounces. And these guys took a tremendous jump. For those of you that were watching on Telegram, you got to see that collectively these 5 puppies gained just short of 2 pounds in 12 hours. So they did extremely well during that time frame. They've kind of stepped back. Nobody's lost anything, but the last 24 hours the gains have been very small, which we expect to see. Now look at how she likes to hold on, and she likes to cuddle, and she's bright-eyed. She's not fearful at all. Just a lover. Yeah, if you get one of these, if you get a Eurasier, you can just count on no privacy. The puppy is gonna just want to be every place that you are, everywhere. That's just the way it is. Okay, gently.
Here's this little creature. That's our little creature.
This is our little helicopter pilot, Skye. Where did the name Skye come from?
Explain it to him. What is it? Skye is the girl Paw Patrol. And what does she do? Does she do an airplane or helicopter? Helicopter.
Okay,
right?
she does helicopter.
Pink.
We have a hard time getting Nick to.
Except in the background when you hear him screaming and yelling.
But when
Grandma.
we want him to talk to people, he won't. And then when we, anyway. So this is Skye. Skye weighs in at 83 ounces, and Skye is home. Skye is in her forever home.
Yeah. And so when everybody goes. Yep, so when everybody goes home, Skye will go upstairs. Okay, come on, go. Come on.
Okay, so we need to see Malou, Little Big Bear, and
Little Bear.
No,
and
Little
KUMA.
Big Bear, or Big Little Bear. Go ahead.
Is it Big Little or is it Little Big?
Who is that?
I have it down as Little Big Bear, but
Okay.
This
Okay.
might be good.
Doesn't matter. We have. It's not gray. Okay. Thurston, you don't have to call him gray. That's KUMA. Is his collar okay?
yeah, it's a little tight. So KUMA, I'm gonna adjust the
I got
collar.
puppies hanging over there looking for Nick.
That's because he left too soon. I'm gonna have to make a bigger collar. We're almost out of adjustment here. That's how much this thing's going. Boy,
So
your
today
little
they were
heart's
in a
thumping like a
playpen.
drum.
They were playing with toys, different toys. We have another playpen set up by Luci's puppies.
So KUMA, which means bear in Japanese, weighs 67 ounces and is progressing very nicely. Collectively, Roxi's puppies are 4.8 pounds, a little more than 4.8 pounds on average. And so that translates into 24 pounds of puppies. So they're doing well. These guys are growing. Okay, Little Big Bear. So I do have it right. Bree chimed in. Thank you for that.
Little Big Bear.
Little Big Bear. So I did hear it right before, and then I have it on the list as such. And anyway, so this little guy is just very cuddly. He's very reserved, and observant would be another descriptor. He just really likes to sit back and watch all the action.
He is just a very good dog. He's going to be a very good dog. And just mellow, just lay by your feet. He's going to be like a Harry. He's
going to be a lot like Harry.
He's going to be like Harry, even though he's not going to be related to Harry. He's going to be a lot like Harry.
Yep.
Stop it. Don't stop it.
And he likes. Okay, Thurston.
So if anybody's watching outside the cameras, do you see my dog? When I get home and I don't take him, he has to jump up on me, and then he has to be with me. He gets mad, huh? And if I'm gone for a couple of days, he's really mad.
Yep.
Who?
So he's.
Me?
No, Fred.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Harry's the mom for sure. Okay, everybody, when you get your puppy, they're gonna like their jowls scratched, because you see what I'm doing with my thumbs here. I scratch under their cheek. That's really an area that kind of itches for them, and they can't really scratch it effectively, and so they really like that massage. That's Harry's favorite place. If you go to pet Harry on top of his head, sometimes he ducks. But if you reach down to scratch the side of his head under his ears and slightly behind, right where the jawbone joint is, he'll lean into that. He likes that a lot. And it's probably my fault because I start him off scratching him like that. Yeah, Jacqueline, we do our very, very best to take such good care of them. That we know how important their lives are, and we know how important their future is going to be with their families. We know that we are fortunate enough to see the impact that our dogs have had in our lives, and we consider this a very sacred trust that we are able to do this. We are in a position, time-wise and being retired, that we can do this. We can start these dogs off the way that we do. All the stimulation that we give them, and the toys and premium foods and so forth. So we do our level best to start them down a path of health and happiness.
Yeah, healthy and happy is what we strive for.
And that's why the adopters are screened heavily.
So Hutch was telling me, he's like, because he asked me 2 questions. He's like, do you have a lot of people wanting puppies? And do you have anybody trying to push ahead of the line? Which a lot of breeders are, come on Lucy, please. A lot of breeders are reporting that. The better breeders where people are trying to give them, I mean, he told me somebody just offered somebody $15,000 for a poodle, and that's not the price of the poodle. That's to get ahead of the line for the poodles that are going to be born. And those people had they said no, but they said they really had to stop for a minute because it was like, wow, because their poodles are $3,000, and
the same as ours. When you consider the amount of work that we do, and we're not even at a break even. I mean, last year we just took a financial beating.
Well, this year, we're always at the vet. We're always at the vet. But you know what? It's okay, because it's not like this is our livelihood, and we don't. I really have a healthy puppy. I mean, we've been really, really worried about this kennel cough. And somebody asked me, did we have COVID? And I said no.
No, it's not COVID.
We have kennel cough, and it just runs through. We have working dogs, and that's the problem when you have working dogs.
So that was Malou.
Who are we missing?
A little boy. We have not seen Little Bear.
Okay.
Little Big Bear, excuse me. That was Malou, and Malou weighs 76 ounces. Kitten taker, send me an email at eurasier.ohio@gmail, and we'll have a conversation. We do not ship puppies at all. It would be something that if you wanted a puppy to go overseas, you would have to come here, pick up the puppy, and then make arrangements to carry the puppy in the cabin with you. We have people that fly domestically all the time.
Well, we fly with our puppies.
And we fly with our adult dogs as service dogs.
And we fly with our puppies. We fly with puppies.
Yeah,
we fly with puppies.
And we have brought puppies in from overseas. So, Kitten, message us.
But there's a waiting list. It's not like you're going to get on you unless you have 20,000, 30,000.
Even that.
Then Kate will take a back seat, because is Kate on yet? No, we have to.
Well, the must on her.
But anyway,
so this is Little Big Bear, who weighs 84 ounces. As I always say, we thought we had an all black puppy. This is not an all black puppy. And then if you look here next to the nose, he's even getting light around the nose. So
Hutch asked
he
me
might
a
not even have a
question.
mask.
So Hutch asked me a question on these black dogs. He says, okay, he says, if they're out in the sun, do they turn reddish black? And I said,
Roxy does, yeah.
I said, no. I said, Roxy turned red when she
got older.
No, when she got pregnant. She's not red anymore. That red went away.
I'll have to look.
But he was saying in the sun, they turn they turn reddish black.
So yeah. Anyway, so Kitten Taker, send us an email or message us here. I'll have to try to figure out how to do a direct message on here or email. Email works better for me. I understand how that works. Eurasier.ohio@gmail.com. Just such a sweet boy. 84 ounces. Holy smokes. And he gained a ton. He spent, looks like about a little more than 20 hours hovering at between 76.9 and 77.3 ounces. And then the next time we weighed him, then he had jumped to 83 ounces, and then now he's at 83.2. So, doing well. All is well.
So
I think that's our last puppy, right?
That's our last puppy, yeah. So
Okay.
how's this working out for everybody?
Is everybody liking this format? I am. We moved over here just because we had some issues with censorship on our Facebook stream, and even though these videos only stay up either 10 or 14 days, I'll have to verify that, and will disappear. I do record them. The puppy adopters will receive these, and I don't know how many people watch them, but you know what? They're there if when your dog turns 6 or 7 years old, and you want to
20 years
see.
from now, you miss them. You could watch them.
Yeah, you can watch the puppies. You can pull it out. We're doing something a little different. I'd always sent old school DVDs home, and so we decided this time around we're going to try something a little different. And I know myself, my laptop, and some people only have laptops, and my laptop does not have a mechanical drive at all. It's a solid state hard drive.
Plus your
and there's no
paperwork's
CD.
on that too. You get paperwork. You get hard paperwork. You get paperwork, and then your copies of the paperwork is on that. Plus we keep copies, so if something ever happens, if your house burns down and you lose your documents, we have them.
Yeah, we will always retain
We will always retain
copies. So we'll have a copy of your sales agreement. We'll have a copy of your application, which then we return you. We include that with the documents. The registration application that we send off to the CKC so that it can get lost forever in
the CKC
in
world.
the bureaucracy, whatever. They've had some issues before, and they have new people, but then there's the COVID comes up, and on and on and on and on. So
And
anyway.
they don't like Americans. And all kinds of stuff.
Well, I
know.
don't think that's
I don't know.
necessarily the case.
At one point, they were not happy.
We
But-
just have it just takes us a while, and
Their printer's not working. Okay.
it must be something special. I
And
don't
so
know.
it has to be, I don't know. We have to look at these documents because I don't know. Maybe there's like metallic engraving. I don't know.
Gold plated.
I don't know.
Who
Their
knows?
printer is not working. Their printer is not working. Printer. It's not like printers. It's the printer that prints the documents that's not working. So apparently, I don't know. Maybe they have one for. I don't know.
Yeah, so we're still waiting on documents from over the summer, and it's just been a unique set of challenges trying to get all the information. The first litter we registered took forever, and
What was the one that was 2 years? That was a couple of years down the line.
Yeah.
So you had to submit at this point. You had to submit it by paper. So you have all these papers on top of it.
we still have to. No, I take that back.
So,
we're doing it
but
electronically.
anyway, so there was I put an S in something. I put an apostrophe S when there shouldn't have been apostrophe S.
Yeah.
And so they circle it right on the first page and send everything back. Okay, so we corrected that first page. No circles on 2, 3 to 5 to 8. Okay, we send that in. They circle the second page, send it back.
So rather than go through and fix the document, it really wasn't until I got on the phone with somebody and said, look, I understand y'all deal with professional breeders who send these litter applications in, I don't know, every week, maybe some of them, I have no idea, maybe once a month, I have no idea, whatever they submit. We submit a couple of these a year, or more than that now, of course, but at that time it was one or two a year. And I don't know how to do all this paperwork. It's confusing. Your instructions are written.
And you have time, like there's limits, time limits, and the price goes up, it goes up through the roof.
Yeah, and the instructions are written in French, which is fine, translated to English. And for those of you who are bilingual, understand that not everything directly translates. And
We had one litter born in Canada.
the registrations, some of them came back with the puppies born in Canada, right? And it's like no, and those documents, I took a Sharpie, a red Sharpie, in that case, and I circled and wrote on there.
Oh, that was a hard time. We had a hard time correcting that.
Yes,
We had a hard time correcting
I
that.
actually marked on the paper because the first time I corrected it, I made copies and then sent them back and said, okay, here's the originals, okay, here's the copies, and then I wrote on them. They just turned around and mailed those back to us unchanged. They didn't do anything.
Yeah, they said, well, why are we going to change these?
Yeah, we don't know what to do with
Our
these.
dogs are born in Lakewood, Canada. Lakewood, Ontario, Canada, I guess.
Lakewood,
I don't
Ohio,
know.
Canada. Or,
I don't know. It was...
Baja, Canada. I don't know. Since we're right,
Yeah.
we're
But
right
it
below.
wasn't USA, it was Canada. So somebody screwed up and...
So then I wrote on the registrations and sent them back, and those came back again. I forget how many times that we went round and round. Anyway, so
and then
that's
they overcharge you. And then if you're the problem is like some dogs are just registered to me and some dogs are registered to us. So he has to join too, or he gets dinged. We get dinged twice the. It's an amount that is just absorbent, like 3 times the amount if we don't belong. So it's just.
so anyway, navigating the paperwork is kind of an issue. We're waiting. We're still waiting, and I should probably call them and hey, what's going on?
So Crystal, the video quality for me on here is much better. Yeah, you know what? I look at us and we're fatter. So I don't know. It's not good for us on this end. Okay. Okay. Any other so anyway, so I was talking to Hutch and I said, "Hey, Hutch," I said, when do you want to do this? And he's like, well, give me dates, okay? Or call me. He says, call me tomorrow with dates. And I was just talking to Lou, and I said, maybe we should just do it Wednesday night, because everybody knows that that's Wednesday night. And instead of doing it like some weird time. And And yeah, Jacqueline, you're just kissing up to us. But anyway, we're fat. Look, we're fat. Look, pinch an inch. So anyway, he's going to Florida in February. They have horses down there, and their trainer is down there. So, he wants the questions. He wants the questions, and we need more questions because he just wants to make sure he's on the right track. And we were kind of laughing because Lou and I could monopolize his time.
I could spend 2 hours talking to him.
Oh my God,
He's
I
very
was
fascinating.
with him 2.5. Time he came in, I was with him 2.5 hours, and we had 5 puppies, and I had Opal. So I mean, and we were talking about everything. We were talking about adult kids and everything. I mean, so he wants to, direct it to whatever. And people that have puppies, we really need these people that have puppies on the ground that had them, that just got them, that are getting them, that had them for 4 years, 3 years. You really need to send in your questions. And if you see, we posted on Telegram, the puppies are spread out in the room, and they went to get. They don't have worms.
They don't have worms?
I had all their poops checked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
We never used to have worms in any of our puppies, and I mean, going back.
Even with labs, we never
Right.
had them. We just never had
We
the round worms.
we've never had worms in dogs until we rescued Bailey, Paige's mom, and then
the nightmare started.
Yeah, and then it ran through. But I treat the yard with diatomaceous earth, which is a interesting substance. Basically, it's the skeletal remains of prehistoric algae and possibly small animals. Anyway, it's very high in calcium, and
It kind of rips, doesn't it?
it has jagged edges, and so
I would say like kidney stones.
on worms and ants, for instance, and other hard-shelled animals or insects, it splits their outer shell open, and then they pass, and people, it's food grade. You can drink it, and
People do drink it.
people do drink it.
I think people even wash their hair with it.
Yeah, it's supposedly, well, if you have lice, it's great for washing
Is
your
it
hair.
really?
Yeah,
Is that
or fleas. In fact, there used to be a common flea treatment.
really?
So
you wash your dogs with it, and
Yeah.
it would just probably just
it cracks
tear
open the eggs, tears open the eggs
That's interesting.
of any fleas. So we
You'll learn something.
we treat the yard with this stuff. I spray it all over the yard after the puppies always go home.
Yeah.
And so maybe we got the corner turned and got rid of them.
Yeah, I had all their poop checked there, and then Opal pooped as she came in, so I said, I'll just take a sample and check it, because that's the best way.
Yeah.
So nobody had worms, so I don't know. I mean, the rule of thumb is 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, and then 8 weeks. That's a lot of treating for roundworms.
Yeah, and if they don't have them, it's better.
Yeah, if they don't have them, I don't want to.
I'm not surprised that they don't have worms with as big as these puppies are growing. There aren't any parasites drawn off any nutrients.
No. And I asked him, I said, do you think that these puppies are, because he thought they were big too. He's like, I have never seen puppies, these Eurasians this big. And I said, well, maybe. I think it's the combination of the goat's milk, and I think it's the high, not only do we feed them goat's milk, there's a lot of stuff we add into this. And there's a science to this. We add eggs to it, and I see somebody's like, oh, is eggs bad? And they eat yogurt. They get Greek yogurt and they get goat yogurt. And this milk that they get has the cream on it. It's not. It's cream. Nick does not like milk from this farmer because it has cream in it. Even the whole milk has cream in it.
It's thick. If I had grown up drinking milk like this, I would love milk.
Yeah, I mean, this milk is just, and fresh. Oh my God, the cow's milk, fresh, is just like absolutely to die for. But it has cream in it, and
you'll see me grabbing the jug and shaking it to try to
bring the cream up.
Yeah, to try to stir it in and mix it in, and
and we get it fresh because he even asked me. He says, "You want to just go down to 2 weeks?" And no, we'll get it fresh. I'll make that trip, even if I have to pick up 3 gallons. And but it is what it is, you know.
Anyway, so that's where we are.
So yeah, send in your questions. Send them on Telegram. Send them to Lou. Anything, please, just anything that you want, because I need to get him. I need to get a lot of questions to him so he could. He's going to be with us 2 hours. 2 hours. Is that more than he is with Good Dog and that?
Yeah, those Good Dog seminars are usually run about 40 minutes. That he's on 40 to 50 minutes. So
we're going to get him 2 hours.
So we okay.
And he's hilarious.
Yeah, he's good. He's funny. He'll interact with you. He answers honestly. You may not like what he has to say, but he's going to tell you the truth, and we get that. He isn't mean about it. I'm not implying that. He doesn't sugarcoat anything.
It was like with Paige. It's like, he had to tell me a couple times. He had to just like sit. He goes like, "Do you realize this dog is sick?" And it's like, okay, well, there's something we could do. And he's like, "No, there's nothing we could do." And then he looked, and he found a doctor from the University of Michigan. And he's like, "The odds aren't good. She's going to die." He's like, "It's a 25% chance she'll survive." And she gave us so much happiness. If we lost her today, she gave us so much happiness. We had her longer.
We didn't lose her today.
I know, but I said if tomorrow comes and she's not here. No, she's here somewhere.
So in a month and 2 days,
she'll be 3.
She'll be 3 years old. She was only supposed to live 3 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Because her heart is just so bad, and it is so. When you take a listen to it, even an untrained ear can go, "Wow."
You just hold her. You just hold her, and you could feel it. You could just feel it radiate, and it radiates.
And it beats 3 to 4 times faster.
So I have to watch, because when I yell, she does shake. So I have to watch that I don't give her a heart attack because I'm a yeller. But
Really? I had not noticed that.
I did. Nick goes, "Why do you yell at me?" I said, "Did you hear me yet?" Because I have to yell at you because you don't hear me. So we're getting ready. He was so good today. He got ready, got dressed. He put clean clothes on. He was just dressed, and he's like, "Grandma, I'm ready to go." a half hour before we're ready to go. So I said, "Okay, I'm going to get ready, and I'm going to put you in a car, and I'm going to hand you the puppies." And no, he had to run up the puppy hill, and as he was running, he slipped in dog poop. Okay?
Anyway, all right.
Anyway.
So today's Tuesday. Tomorrow
is Wednesday.
So we will have our interactive Google chat. So make sure that you tune in for that, and we will talk a little bit about Hutch. We'll again showcase the puppies. Okay.
Yeah, Bree, that's no problem.
Yeah, the other thing is Luci's puppy people most of you are on there close to every day, and
we need Roxy's puppy people.
We need Roxy's people to start talking to your puppies. So message me, get on Telegram, and let's get that process started. So there's 4 of you that need to start in on that, and that's important. If we don't have a scent towel, I need to
yeah,
have it.
Yeah. I think
you're-
we got Bree Williams. We got yours. We just got yours.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know we have Thurston's because
Yeah.
I've held. I always want to call him Bear KUMA with Thurston's.
The only one we don't have a Lucy's a Sue, and Sue called me, and at this point, it's not.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So see you guys tomorrow. Right here on our Twitch channel, and then later on in the Google chat.
Yeah. See everyone tomorrow. Okay, we'll see you, Aaron. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye, everybody.